Welcome to a new, motivating story. Today, we'll explore what successful people do differently. Have you ever wondered why some people reach their goals and always move forward in life? The answer isn't luck or talent, it's daily choices, habits, and mindset. Let's start with the first thing successful people do differently: how they begin their day. Morning habits of successful people. Many successful people say that how you begin your day can shape your whole day. It's not about waking up at 5 a.m. just to be popular. It's about using the morning to focus, to set your mind right, and to prepare for success. Let's look at some morning habits that many successful people follow. 1. They wake up early. Most successful people wake up early in the morning. Why? Because early mornings are quiet. There are fewer distractions. This is the perfect time to think, plan, and focus on yourself before the busy world wakes up. You don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. like some CEOs. Just try waking up a little earlier than usual and use that time for something meaningful. 2. They avoid their phones. The first thing many people do when they wake up is check their phone. Successful people try not to do this. Why? Because when you check social media or the news, your brain becomes full of other people's thoughts. You start reacting instead of creating. Successful people protect their minds in the morning. They focus on their own goals, not someone else's posts. 3. They practice gratitude. Before jumping into work, many successful people spend a few minutes feeling thankful. This is called gratitude. They might write down 3 things they are thankful for. It can be small things, like a good night's sleep or a warm cup of tea. Gratitude helps you start your day with a positive mind. And a positive mind is more focused, creative, and motivated. 4. They move their body. You don't need to run 10 kilometers or go to the gym for 2 hours. But moving your body in the morning helps wake up your mind. Many successful people do yoga, stretching, or a short walk in the morning. It makes your blood flow, wakes up your brain, and helps you feel strong and ready for the day. 5. They plan their day. Successful people don't just jump into their day with no direction. They often take 5 or 10 minutes in the morning to look at their goals and plan what they need to do. They make a short to-do list. This helps them stay focused. Instead of reacting to everything, they take control of their day. 6. They read or listen to something inspiring. Some successful people start their day by reading a few pages of a good book, listening to a podcast, or watching a motivational video. It fills their mind with good ideas and positive energy. Imagine starting your day with words that lift you up and make you want to grow. That's a powerful way to live. Morning routine example. Let's look at a simple morning routine that you can try. Wake up 30 minutes earlier than usual. Drink a glass of water. Take 5 minutes to stretch. Write 3 things you are grateful for. Plan your top 3 tasks for the day. Read or listen to something motivational. Try this for a few days and see how you feel. You don't need to copy every habit from famous people. Just take what works for you and make it a part of your own life. Remember this: success is not one big moment. It is a series of small choices made every day. The way you start your morning is one of those choices. If you start with peace, focus, and gratitude, you set yourself up for a better, more successful day. Section 2. How successful people set goals and stay focused. Why are goals important? Because without clear goals, we can feel lost. We may work hard, but we don't know where we're going. A goal is like a map. It gives direction. It gives meaning to your work. It helps you say yes to the right things and no to what doesn't matter. Let's take a closer look at how successful people create goals and keep their focus strong. 1. They set clear and specific goals. Successful people don't just say, I want to be rich, or I want to be happy. Those goals are too general. Instead, they are specific. They say, I want to save $10,000 in 1 year, or I want to run a 5K in 3 months. This gives the brain a clear picture to work with. A useful rule they often use is the SMART goal. S. Specific. M. Measurable. A. Achievable. R. Relevant. T. Time-based. For example, instead of I want to read more, a SMART goal could be I will read 10 pages every day for 1 month. 2. They break big goals into small steps. A big goal can feel scary. It can feel too far away. That's why successful people break large goals into smaller steps. They focus on one small action at a time. Every small step brings them closer to the big goal. For example, if your goal is to start a business, your small steps might be: do research about your business idea. Create a simple business plan. Talk to someone with experience. Save a small amount of money every week. Small steps make progress feel real. They keep motivation high. 3. They write down their goals. Writing goals down on paper or in a notebook makes them feel more serious and more real. It also helps the brain remember what's important. Many successful people read their goals every morning or every evening. This keeps their mind focused and helps them stay on track, even when life gets busy. 4. They review and adjust their goals regularly. Sometimes, goals need to change. Life changes. Your dreams may grow. Successful people don't give up when things don't go perfectly. They take time every week or every month to check their goals. They ask themselves, is this still important to me? What progress have I made? What can I improve next week? This habit helps them stay flexible but also consistent. 5. They avoid distractions and stay focused. We live in a world full of distractions. Social media, messages, endless emails. Successful people protect their focus like a treasure. They create time blocks for deep work. That means they turn off their phone, close extra tabs, and work on one thing at a time. They also use tools like to-do lists, calendars, focus timers, like the Pomodoro technique, apps that block websites during work time. Focus is a skill. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. 6. They visualize their goals. Many successful people take a few minutes each day to close their eyes and imagine the life they want. This is called visualization. They picture themselves already living the life they are working for. This keeps them inspired and emotionally connected to their goals. When you feel tired or bored, remember why you started. Picture your dream clearly. Feel the emotion. Let that vision bring your energy back. 7. They stay committed, even when it's hard. There will always be hard days. There will be times when you want to quit. But successful people keep going, even when they don't feel like it. They know that consistency beats motivation. They remind themselves of the big picture. They say, this is who I am. I am someone who keeps going. Even small actions, done again and again, can lead to big success. It's not about being perfect, it's about not giving up. So remember, goals give you direction and focus helps you get there. If you want to live with purpose, follow the example of successful people. Make your goals clear, take small steps, protect your focus, and don't stop moving forward. Section 3. The way successful people manage their time. Time is one of the most valuable things we have. Everyone gets the same 24 hours in a day. But why do some people do so much while others feel like they are always busy but never finish anything? The answer is in how they manage their time. Successful people know that time is limited, so they treat it with care. They use systems, routines, and clear rules to make sure they are not just busy, but productive. Let's look at how they do this differently. 1. They plan their day the night before. Before going to sleep, many successful people write down the most important things they need to do the next day. This gives them a head start. When they wake up, they don't waste time wondering what to do. They already know. This simple habit also helps their brain relax at night. The mind knows there is a plan. It doesn't need to think about unfinished tasks while trying to sleep. 2. They prioritize tasks. Not all tasks are equal. Some things move you forward. Some things just keep you busy. Successful people learn to tell the difference. One popular method they use is called the Eisenhower matrix. It helps them choose what to focus on. Urgent and important, do it now. Important but not urgent, plan it. Urgent but not important, delegate it. Not urgent and not important, delete it. This helps them stop wasting time on things that don't really matter. 3. They use time blocks. Successful people often divide their day into time blocks. Each block is for a specific task or activity. During this time, they focus only on that one thing. This is called deep work. For example, 9 to 10 o'clock equals focused writing time. 10 to 10:30 equals emails and messages. 10:30 to 11:30 equals meeting or project work. 11:30 to 12 o'clock equals break and walk. This keeps them from jumping between tasks. It also helps their brain stay sharp and organized. 4. They respect their energy, not just the clock. Successful people don't only plan around the clock, they plan around their energy. Some people work best in the morning. Others have more energy in the afternoon. They learn when their brain is sharpest and do their most important tasks during those hours. They also take regular breaks to recharge. A tired brain is a slow brain. Even a short walk or a few minutes of breathing can give new energy for the next task. 5. They say no more often. Time is limited, so successful people are careful about what they say yes to. They know that every yes is also a no to something else. They protect their schedule by choosing carefully. This means sometimes saying no to meetings that aren't useful, to extra work that isn't important, or to people who waste their time. It's not about being rude, it's about staying focused on what matters most. 6. They automate and delegate. Successful people don't try to do everything alone. They look for smart ways to save time. That means they automate tasks using technology, like setting up automatic payments or using calendar reminders. They also delegate. This means giving tasks to others when possible. Whether it's asking for help at home, hiring someone, or using tools, they free up time for high-value work, the things only they can do. 7. They reflect and adjust. Time management is not just about planning. It's also about learning. At the end of each day or week, many successful people ask, "What went well today? What took too much time? What can I change next time?" This short reflection helps them grow. They become more aware of time-wasting habits and learn how to improve. It's a simple but powerful habit. Time doesn't come back. That's why successful people treat it with care. They don't try to do everything. They focus on doing the right things, at the right time, in the right way. Section 4. How successful people keep learning and growing. Successful people have something in common. They never stop learning. No matter how much they achieve, they always want to improve, grow, and understand more. They see learning as a lifelong journey, not something that ends after school or university. Let's take a closer look at how successful people continue to learn and how you can do the same, even with just a little time each day. 1. They are curious. One of the biggest differences between successful people and others is curiosity. They ask questions. They wonder how things work. They don't pretend to know everything. They enjoy learning what they don't know. Curiosity leads them to new ideas, better ways of thinking, and fresh solutions. They don't get stuck in old ways. They stay open and flexible. 2. They read every day. Many successful people read regularly. Books give them new knowledge, new perspectives, and better vocabulary. Some people read business books. Others read biographies, science, or history. What matters is that they make reading a habit. Even 10 to 15 minutes of reading a day can add up to many books each year. Reading improves focus, thinking skills, and creativity. It also helps your brain grow stronger, just like exercise helps your muscles. 3. They listen and learn from others. Learning doesn't always come from books. It also comes from people. Successful people pay attention to what others say. They listen carefully during conversations, meetings, and interviews. They learn from mentors, coaches, colleagues, and even from people they disagree with. They know that every person has something to teach, if you're willing to listen. 4. They ask for feedback. Feedback is a powerful tool for growth. Successful people are not afraid of hearing what they can do better. In fact, they often ask others to give honest feedback. They want to improve their skills, their behavior, and their results. They don't take it personally. They see feedback as a gift, a way to learn faster and avoid repeating mistakes. 5. They take courses and attend events. Even busy people find time to keep learning. They might take short online courses, go to workshops, or attend conferences. These are chances to build new skills, learn from experts, and connect with others who want to grow too. With the internet, learning is easier than ever. You can take a course from your phone, listen to an educational podcast, or watch a TED Talk, all during your commute or lunch break. 6. They reflect on what they learn. It's not just about collecting facts. Successful people take time to think about what they've learned. They ask themselves, how can I use this information? What did I learn from today's experience? How did I grow this week? This reflection turns learning into action. It helps ideas become real, useful, and part of their life. 7. They practice what they learn. Learning is not just about understanding something, it's also about doing it. Successful people apply what they learn. If they read a book about communication, they try the tips in their next conversation. If they learn a new strategy, they test it in their work. Learning without action is like reading about swimming but never jumping into the water. Real growth comes from practice. 8. They keep a growth mindset. A growth mindset means believing that you can get better with effort and time. Successful people believe they can improve their abilities. They don't think talent is fixed. They know that failure is not the end, it's just part of learning. When something is difficult, they don't quit. They say, I can't do this yet, but I will learn. This mindset helps them stay strong, even when the path is hard. Success is not just about what you know, it's about your attitude toward learning. If you keep growing, you keep moving forward. If you stay curious, you stay young in your mind. And if you practice what you learn, you create real, lasting change. Section 5. Successful people and the power of positive thinking. Life is not always easy. There are problems, failures, and challenges. But one thing that helps successful people stay strong is how they think. They train their minds to focus on the positive, even when things are difficult. This doesn't mean they ignore problems. It means they choose to believe they can overcome them. Positive thinking is more than just smiling. It's a powerful tool that helps people stay focused, motivated, and healthy. Let's explore how successful people use the power of positive thinking in their daily lives. 1. They control their self-talk. We all have an inner voice. It talks to us all day. Sometimes it's kind and helpful. Other times it can be negative and critical. Successful people pay attention to their self-talk. When they hear a negative voice inside saying, "You're not good enough," they stop it. They replace it with something more helpful, like, "I am learning and improving every day." This takes practice, but over time, it builds confidence and inner strength. 2. They focus on what they can control. When something goes wrong, it's easy to feel powerless. But successful people don't waste time worrying about things they can't change. Instead, they focus on what they can control, their actions, their attitude, and their effort. This gives them a sense of power. It helps them stay calm during stress and take smart steps forward. 3. They practice gratitude. Gratitude means being thankful for what you already have. It helps you notice the good things in your life, even when times are hard. Successful people often keep a gratitude journal. They write down 3 things they are thankful for each day. These can be big or small, like a kind word, a warm meal, or a quiet moment. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already good. And that changes how you feel, think, and act. 4. They reframe negative situations. Instead of thinking, "This is a failure," successful people think, "This is a lesson." They look for something to learn, even in bad situations. This is called reframing, changing how you look at a situation. For example, instead of saying, "I'm terrible at public speaking," they say, "I need more practice, and I'll get better with time." This way of thinking keeps them hopeful and ready to improve. 5. They use affirmations. Many successful people use affirmations, short, powerful sentences that they repeat to themselves. These help build confidence and keep a positive mindset. Some examples include, "I am capable of handling challenges." "I believe in my goals and my ability to reach them." "I choose to stay calm and focused." When repeated often, these messages become part of the way they think and feel. 6. They avoid negative people and media. Our environment affects our mindset. That's why successful people are careful about who they spend time with. They choose people who support them, challenge them, and help them grow. They avoid toxic conversations, gossip, and drama. They also limit negative news or media that fills their mind with fear, anger, or hopelessness. Instead, they choose uplifting content, books, podcasts, videos, and people who inspire them. 7. They keep a long-term perspective. When things go wrong, it's easy to feel discouraged. But successful people remind themselves, this is just one moment, not the whole story. They zoom out and look at the big picture. One bad day doesn't mean a bad life. One mistake doesn't mean failure forever. This long-term thinking helps them stay positive even during hard times. They believe things will get better, and they keep going. 8. They celebrate small wins. Positive thinking also comes from celebrating progress. Successful people don't wait until the big goal is complete to feel good. They celebrate small wins along the way. This could be finishing a task, solving a problem, or staying calm in a difficult moment. Each small win builds confidence and joy. It reminds them that they are moving forward, step by step. Positive thinking doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to see hope, opportunity, and growth, even in tough situations. It's a skill that anyone can learn, and it's one of the most powerful tools successful people use to stay strong and keep going. Section 6. Why successful people build strong relationships. Success is never just a solo journey. Even the most talented, disciplined people need support from others. That's why one of the most powerful things successful people do differently is build strong, healthy relationships. They understand that connection, trust, and teamwork are key parts of long-term success. Let's explore how successful people create meaningful relationships at work, in business, and in life, and why those relationships help them grow. 1. They choose their circle carefully. The people around you can lift you up or pull you down. Successful people understand this very well. They spend time with others who inspire, support, and challenge them to grow. They avoid toxic people who gossip, complain, or always focus on problems. They ask themselves, does this person help me become better? Do we share similar values and goals? By choosing their circle carefully, they create an environment that supports success. 2. They give before they take. Successful people don't just look for what they can get from others, they ask what they can give. They help, share ideas, and offer support without expecting something in return right away. This giving attitude builds trust and respect. Over time, people remember how you make them feel. Being kind, helpful, and generous creates strong, lasting connections. 3. They are good listeners. Listening is one of the most powerful tools in any relationship. Successful people don't just talk about themselves. They listen deeply to others. They pay attention, ask questions, and show real interest in the person speaking. This makes others feel valued and respected, and it often leads to better understanding, stronger teamwork, and more honest communication. 4. They communicate clearly and honestly. Clear communication is key to strong relationships. Successful people say what they mean. They are honest, but respectful. They don't play games or hide their thoughts. They speak with purpose and clarity. If there's a problem, they talk about it. If they need help, they ask for it. And if someone helps them, they say thank you. Simple, honest communication builds trust and reduces stress. 5. They celebrate others' success. Successful people are not jealous of other people's success. They celebrate it. They feel happy when their friends, teammates, or co-workers do well. This attitude builds a strong, positive community. When you cheer for others, they will also cheer for you. Supporting each other creates a healthy, motivating environment where everyone can grow. 6. They handle conflict with respect. Even in strong relationships, conflict happens. But successful people don't avoid it. They deal with it in a respectful way. They don't yell or blame. Instead, they stay calm, listen to the other side, and try to find a solution. They understand that conflict is not always bad. Sometimes it helps people understand each other better. What matters is how you handle it, with kindness, patience, and respect. 7. They stay in touch. Good relationships need attention. Successful people take time to check in with the people they care about. They send a short message, make a quick call, or schedule a meeting, even if it's just to say, "I was thinking of you." These small actions show people they are important. Over time, they build loyalty and stronger emotional connections. 8. They learn from others. No one knows everything. Successful people are not afraid to learn from others. They listen to feedback. They ask for advice. They learn from mentors, co-workers, family, and even from people who think differently. They understand that every person is a teacher, and every relationship is an opportunity to grow. Strong relationships don't happen by luck. They are built through time, effort, respect, and care. Successful people know that no matter how smart or talented they are, they cannot do everything alone. They grow faster, feel stronger, and go farther when they are surrounded by the right people. Section 7. Conclusion plus daily habits you can start today. Now that we've explored what successful people do differently, from how they start their mornings to the way they think, work, and connect with others, it's time to bring everything together. Success isn't about doing one big thing. It's about doing small, important things consistently over time. The good news is, you don't need to change your whole life overnight. You just need to start with small daily habits. Here are some simple but powerful habits you can begin today. 1. Wake up with purpose. You don't have to wake up before sunrise, but start your day with intention. Instead of rushing or reaching for your phone, take a moment to breathe, stretch, and think about your goals for the day. You set the tone for everything that follows. Ask yourself, what kind of day do I want to have? How do I want to show up today? 2. Write down one goal each morning. Choose one goal for the day. It can be small, like drinking more water, reading for 10 minutes, or finishing a task you've been putting off. Writing it down gives it power, and completing it builds confidence. Small daily goals lead to big long-term progress. 3. Read or listen to something inspiring. Feed your mind every day. Read a book, listen to a podcast, or watch a short video that inspires you. Choose something that helps you grow, think, or feel more hopeful. This keeps your mindset strong and positive. Learning a little every day makes a big difference over time. 4. Reflect every evening. Before you go to bed, take a moment to reflect. What went well today? What could be better tomorrow? Write down 3 things you're grateful for. This helps your brain end the day with peace and focus. Reflection turns experience into wisdom. 5. Protect your focus. Choose 1 hour in your day to work deeply without distractions. Turn off your phone, close extra tabs, and focus on one task. This is how successful people make real progress. Even 1 hour of focus can be more valuable than 5 hours of busy work. Practice focus like it's a muscle, and it will grow stronger. 6. Stay curious. Ask questions. Try new things. Read topics outside your comfort zone. Curiosity keeps your brain alive. It leads to new ideas and new opportunities. The more curious you are, the more you grow. Successful people are not afraid to say, I don't know, but I want to learn. 7. Connect with someone. Send a message. Make a call. Share something kind. Every day, try to connect with at least one person. Relationships are the heart of success. A few honest, meaningful connections are more powerful than many empty ones. Connection builds community, and community supports growth. 8. Be kind to yourself. Success doesn't mean being perfect. It means being consistent. Some days will be better than others. That's okay. Be patient with yourself. Talk to yourself like you would talk to a friend. Progress takes time, and kindness gives you the strength to keep going. You're not behind. You're just getting started. Final thoughts. You now know the habits and mindsets that successful people use every day. They wake up with purpose. They focus on what matters. They keep learning. They think positively. They build strong relationships. And most of all, they keep going, even when it's hard. You can do this too. Start small. Choose one habit. Try it for a week. Then add another. Step by step, you'll build a life filled with purpose, growth, and motivation. Thank you for listening. If this episode helped you, take a moment to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're building a community of motivated minds, and you're a part of it. Remember, success is not something you find. It's something you build, one habit, one choice, one day at a time. See you in the next episode.